If you spent any time in a hospital or a doctor's office, then you likely know about HIPAA, the law that keeps your medical records private and makes them available only at your request.
But a woman from Lewiston recently found out what happens when the medical records she and her doctor needed from Central Maine Medical Center were not available for months.
And she tells News Center Maine's Raya Wooten that delay meant she needed to put the care she needed on hold.
Waiting in pain.
Like, this has been an ongoing problem for me, 1.5 years, and since then it's just been waiting, no diagnosis, just try this medication.
Samantha Giroux says she's been experiencing stomach pains and severe gastrointestinal issues since March of last year. She was initially working with her primary care provider in hopes of figuring out the cause of her pain before seeking care from a specialist this July.
I finally got to go see a gastroenterologist, and they wanted my colonoscopy reports.
But she says delays in receiving her medical records of a colonoscopy procedure done at Central Maine Medical Center have left her at a standstill with her care for months.
Just basically playing a long waiting game.
Giroux says her doctor submitted a medical records request form in July. The records never arrived. Giroux wasn't able to get her records until after submitting her own medical release form on September 10th. And even then, it took her 2 weeks to receive the records, something that her stepdad, Craig Mercier, says is unusual.
I've had medical records transferred even by fax, within 2 to 3 days of the initial request from myself or even a provider.
Doctors can't move forward with care without reviewing a patient's medical history.
Insurance companies aren't out here to keep repeating procedures.
With delayed records, getting the colonoscopy procedure done again would have been the only way Giroux and her specialist could move forward with care sooner.
So now you're potentially putting out-of-pocket costs back into the patient because the insurance company is not going to cover it as a result of what we feel would be negligence on the part of the healthcare provider.
News Center Maine reached out to CMMC asking specific questions like, are you all experiencing delays in medical record releases? And if yes, for what reason? To which the hospital's public relations and media specialist replied, we will not be doing any interviews or issuing a statement. Now Giroux and her stepfather just can't help but wonder how many people are being forced to play the waiting game with their health. In Lewiston, Raya Wooten, News Center, Maine.
Now, we contacted CMMC through emails several times on Monday and again today. The phone number listed on the hospital's public relations specialist email is not working. We tried from several phones in the newsroom. It should be noted that on CMMC's website, it explicitly says that when medical records are requested, processing times vary, but most requests can be filled within 7 business days.